When I was in second grade, I wanted to be a paleontologist. I wanted to be this for my career because it was the longest word I knew how to say at the time. It would be awesome to go up to my friends with their shabby 2 or 3 syllable dreams while I was going to be a paleontologist. That lasted until late elementary school, at which time I wanted to be a soccer player for the LA Galaxy. Not because I was a young soccer star with a bright future ahead of me in the sport, but because I liked playing with my friends and I had yet to discover more relevant soccer teams in Europe to idolize. When I got to middle school, I didn't think about careers at all and I just wanted a girlfriend. Anyway, when I got to high school, one of my freshman year classes had all of us take an online quiz that would ask you a series of questions about your personality, your desires, your goals, and what you liked and disliked, and so on, and then it would spit out a bunch of careers that would be well suited for you. I took the quiz, I held my breath while it processed the results, and when I was done, right there at the top of the page was every high school boy and girl's dream job: tour guide. Yeah. Incidentally, paleontologist was a little farther down the list, but it was there. I didn't like the list that it gave me, so I took the quiz again and I put in different answers. I was a lot happier when the second list came out and it was full of glamorous titles like astronaut, scientific journalist, and doctor. And based purely on the television shows I was watching at the time and what I thought would be an accessible career, I decided to devote my high school years to becoming a doctor. I took classes in anatomy, physiology, psychology, and other things that I was bad at. Juniors in my high school were able to take vocational classes and go to another school for part of the day in order to prepare them more for the career field that they were trying to get into. There was an application process, and I wrote a letter to get into their pre-medical program at the high school. I wrote all about how I wanted to help the sick, and I wanted to make a positive difference in people's lives, and I wanted to have a meaningful career. And it was pretty devastating when I did not get into the program. I wasn't used to disappointment at that stage of my life. There were not a lot of situations in which there was an opportunity to really tell me no. I would make sports teams and honors choirs, and I would take honors classes, so I felt really blindsided by the unexpected turn of events. It was a really valuable lesson, but I didn't see it as that at the time. I was in high school, so not getting into that program to me was sort of the end of the world. I was never going to be a doctor if I couldn't even get into that pre-med program. And I had just spent the past 2 years of my life filling my schedule with classes that I didn't even enjoy to try to get into that program. So when it came time to schedule classes for my senior year, I did something that I had never done before, which was fill my schedule with classes that I actually enjoyed. I continued in band, and I was afforded the opportunity to be the drum major for the marching band. I took chorus for only the second year, and I realized I actually liked to sing with my friends. I took music theory, I practiced the piano, I auditioned for the school musical. Do you see a pattern developing here? I was happier that year than I had ever been in school the previous years, because instead of taking classes that I thought I had to take, I took classes that I wanted to take, and it led me to a path where I found happiness and a future in music. Thinking back on that time, I wonder why I ever thought I would enjoy being a doctor if I didn't enjoy anything I was doing to get to that point. If I didn't like the process, what made me think that I would enjoy the product or find it satisfying later in life? Just in time, I decided to start filling my life and my schedule with classes I liked to take and extracurriculars I liked to do. And it started me moving toward a career that I love today. So my question for you is this: are you filling your lives, your class schedules, your extracurriculars with things that you want to do or things you think you have to do? Are you taking 3 or 4 AP classes because that's what you think is expected of you, and then lamenting the amount of stress and pressure it adds later on? It took me 3.5 years of high school to realize I wanted to teach music, and maybe it'll take you longer to find what you really want to do. But in the meantime, do what you'll love, and you'll find that place. I'm sure if I had kept at it, I would have made a fine doctor or paleontologist, and I know I would have been an excellent tour guide. But instead, I'm doing something that I love every day still. The product reflects the process. So find a process that you love. Thank you.